In this video, we will be discussing the capital financing, especially on bond retirement and bond value. So for bond retirement by the sinking fund, we will be going to use these different variables. So A, that is the periodic deposit to the sinking fund or the annuity, yung equal payments per period. So, periodic deposit. So, be mindful kung anong naka-indicate sa problem. If it's semi-annual ba, quarterly, and the other compounding factor na nagamit natin before. So, that is yung A. So, take note ha, A, same lang din yan before, the equal payments per period. Then, we have F, the accumulated amount or the amount needed to retire the bond. So, ito yung face value of your bond. Then, yung I, yung small letter I, that is the rate of interest in the sinking fund. So, for the formula na this one, yung itong formula for the bond retirement, di ba may I dito, ang kailangan po natin na gamitin dito is the effective interest rate. So, kung ang nakalagay sa problem is the nominal rate of interest, let's say sinabi doon na compounded quarterly, kailangan mo munang i-divide yung I na yon by 4 para makuha natin yung effective rate niya. Then, yung letter R na maliit, that is the bond rate per period. So, same doon sa rate of interest. Pag ang given po tayo is the nominal bond rate, kailangan mo din muna itong i-divide by the compounding factor para yung effective rate ang gamitin dun sa formula. Then, for this one, the big letter I, that is the interest on the bonds per period. So, yung interest amount niyan nung bonds per period. Then, we have the total periodic expense, that is A plus I. So, yung periodic amount plus the interest. So, that should be equal to the total periodic expense. So, dalawa lang yung formula natin under the bond retirement. So, first, we have yung equal deposit or the periodic deposit to the sinking fund. So, we have A is equal to F. So, F yan yung accumulated amount or the face value of your bond divided by this is the sinking fund factor. So, kapag in-express natin tong sinking fund factor in mathematical equation, ito po yung magiging formula natin to solve for the periodic deposit to the sinking fund or yung A. So, that should be equal to the face value times I over 1 plus I raised to n minus 1. So, same lang din. Itong I po natin, that should be the interest rate in the sinking fund. Tapos, itong n, so kung ilang periods yung bond natin doon sa sinking fund. Then, yung second equation, we have the interest. So, yan yung I na malaki. Interest on the bonds per period. So, that should be equal to the face value or the accumulated amount of the bond times the bond rate per period. So, these are the equations that we will be going to use under bond retirement. So, next we have the bond value. So, bond value or the value of bond is the present worth of all the future amounts that are expected to be received through ownership of the bond. So, ito yung formula na gagamitin natin to compute for the bond value. So, may mga additional lang ditong variables. F, same pa rin nung kanina, the accumulated amount of the bond or the face or par value of your bond. Then, C, so andito siya. C is the redemption or disposal price, often equal to F. So, kung hindi naka-indicate, i-assume po natin na equal siya dun sa face value. Pero kapag may naka-indicate na value for the redemption or selling price, iba po yung C natin. Yan. So, redemption or disposal price. And sa ibang problem, ang tawag po dyan is selling price. Yun yung gamit nila. So, that should be your C. Then, we have yung small letter R. Same lang din po. So, that is the bond rate per period. And number of periods before the redemption. I, the investment rate or yield per period or the interest rate per period. Then, we have P, the value of the bond, and periods before redemption. So, take note dito ha, Yung C, redemption or disposal price or selling price. Yung P, that is the value of the bond and periods before the redemption. So, kung magkano mo siya nabili, yung fund na yon before the redemption. So, our formula for the bond value, so ito po siya, P is equal to F times R, then this factor plus C, which is yung redemption or the disposal price, times itong factor po natin na ito. So, using or converting these factors into the mathematical expression, we have P is equal to F times R plus, so itong factor na ito, same lang din po dito, that is your uniform series present worth factor. So, ang tawag sa factor na ito, that is the uniform series present worth factor. So, I think familiar kayo dito, ito yung nagagamit natin na factor nung nagsosolve po tayo ng annuity, under ordinary annuity. Then, we have ito din, yung solving for P given F, so that should be equal to 1 plus I raised to negative N, or this is the compounding factor. Present worth lang din po siya. Kasi, di ba, ang bond value, that is the present worth of the bond, of all the expected na future niya. So, ayan. So, yung P dito, that is the present worth, so the value of the bond, and periods before the redemption. So, that is bond value. So, ito yung gagamitin natin. So, basically, tatlo yung formula na gagamitin natin in solving problems under capital financing. And, take note dito sa F times R, di ba kanina, dun sa previous slide, this is also equal to your interest, yes, yung interest payment, I is equal to F times R. So, that is the interest on the bond. So, baka may mga naka-indicate sa problem, or sa mga mababasa ninyong problem, given na yung interest on the bonds, tas hindi given yung face value at saka bond rate, ito na po yung pwede nyong gamitin directly para i-substitute po dito sa variables na ito. Kasi same lang din po yan. I is equal to F times R. Yan lang din yung second equation na present kanina dun sa previous slide. So, let's solve this problem. So, we have example number 1. Susulat ko na po yung mga given as per the problem. So, a bond issue of 200,000 in 10-year bonds. So, yung 200,000 na iyan, yan na po yung face value or par value of the bond. So, ibig sabihin yan yung F. Yan, a bond issue of 200,000 in 10-year bond. So, yan yung N natin. 10 years. In 1,000 units, paying 16% nominal interest. So, yung 1,000 units, by the word na units, so yan yung quantity ng bond. Paying 16% nominal interest in semi-annual payments. So, kung babasahin po natin diretso itong problem, so a bond issue of 200,000 in 10-year bonds in 1,000 units paying 16% nominal interest. So, ibig sabihin ito po yung bond rate. Kasi ang tinutukoy niya is doon sa bond pa lang. And nakalagay po dyan nominal, that is not yet the effective. So, lagay lang po natin dito small letter R, 16% nominal interest in semi-annual. So, para ma-solve natin or makuha natin yung kanyang effective rate, divide natin yan by 2 kasi semi-annual po siya. So, this is equal to 8% or 0.08. Must be retired. Yan. So, must be retired by the use of a sinking fund that earns 12% compounded semi-annually. So, ito naman yung kanyang clue. So, under a sinking fund daw that earns 12% compounded semi-annually. So, yan yung I po natin. So, that is 12% compounded semi-annual din. So, we need to divide this first by 2 para makuha natin yung effective niya or the annual equivalent. So, this is equal to 6% or 0.06. So, what is the total semi-annual expense? So, yung total semi-annual expense daw po niya ang kailangan nating isolve. So, total yan. Wait, rewrite ko lang to. So, the total semi-annual expense or that should be equal to the A plus I. Yung periodic deposit dun sa sinking fund at saka yung interest ng bond. Kasi total yung hinahanap. So, kung babalikan natin yung mga definition of terms natin kanina, dun sa mga variables under the bond retirement, ito po yun. So, the total semi-annual expense or the total periodic expense that is equal to your periodic deposit plus the interest on the bond. So, A plus I. So, we need to solve first for the periodic deposit at saka yung interest on the bonds. So, yung formula muna natin for the periodic deposit, that is A equal to F times I over 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. So, that is the formula for the periodic deposit dun sa sinking fund. So, yung F natin, meron naman po tayo sa problem, which is 200,000. Tapos, yung I, the interest rate, dun sa sinking fund, ito, 0.06. So, na-divide na po yan ng 2. Tapos, N natin, 10 years. So, kailangan muna nating i-multiply ito ng 2 para maging semi-annual payment din po siya, para consistent tayo. So, multiply this by 2. So, ang N natin is 20. 20 periods. So, okay na tayo dun sa mga data that we need for this equation. Ang F natin ay 200,000 times yung I, 0.06 divided by 1 plus I, so that is 1.06 raised to N na 20 minus 1. So, yung A natin, that should be equal to 5,436.91. So, hindi pa to yung final answer because we need to solve first for the interest on the bond. So, yung formula natin for that, I is equal to F times R. So, F natin, 200,000. Then, yung R natin, the bond rate. So, ito, yung naka-divide na ng 2.08. So, multiply these values. Ang sagot mo dito ay 16,000 pesos. Then, to compute for the total semi-annual expense, add lang po natin itong ANI. So, total semi-annual expense is equal to A plus I or 5,436.91 plus 16,000. So, this is equal to 21,436.91. So, this is the total semi-annual expense or the total periodic expense. Yan. So this is this is an example under the bond retirement. Next example, we have number 2. A man wants to make 14% nominal interest compounded semi-annually on a bond investment. So nominal interest compounded semi-annually, so that is the I. 14% compounded siya semi-annually. So we need to divide this by 2 na para makuha na natin yung kanyang uh, yung effective or yung annual equivalent. So this is equal to 7% or 0.07. How much should the man be willing to pay now for a 12% 10,000 bond that will mature in 10 years and pays interest semi-annually? So take note, how much should the man be willing to pay now? So ibig sabihin, ang hinahanap po dito is kung magkano niya bibilhin yung bond. So yan yung P before the redemption. So, ang required sa problem, yan. Yung amount of the bond before the redemption or yung P. So, ito, to pay now for a 12% bond. So, yan yung bond rate. And take note, sabi nga, and pays interest semi-annually. So, naka-semi-annual din po itong bond rate na yan. So, kailangan nyo munang i-divide to by 2. So, this is 6%. So, equal din ito sa 0.06. 10,000 bond. So, ito na po yung face value or the par value of the bond. So, yan yung F. That will mature in 10 years. So, ang N natin ay 10 years. Pero dahil naka-semi-annual po yung periods natin, kailangan natin tong i-multiply ng 2. So, yung N po natin should be equal to 20. So, ang kailangan natin is kailangan natin i-solve is yung P. So, basically, ang formula pong pwede natin gamitin is yung formula under the bond value. Yung pangatlong formula na na-discuss po natin kanina or the third equation, which is P is equal to F times R multiplied by the uniform series present worth factor 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I times 1 plus I raised to N. Then, yung redemption, which is C times 1 plus I raised to negative N. So, ito po yung unknown natin, si P. Yan. Then, F, given naman tayo, which is 10,000. Ang R natin, yung 0.06. I, meron din po tayo, 0.07. N, we have yung 20. So, yung C lang yung wala. So, we have din ito, I at saka negative N. So, saan po natin kukunin si C? So, kung babalikan natin yung definition kanina, C is the redemption value or the disposal value of the bond and it is often equal to your F. So, kung walang naka-indicate, i-assume po natin na ang C natin is equivalent kay F or the face value. So, ito din po yung C natin. So, basically, complete na po tayo sa ating information. So, isa-substitute na lang po natin yung mga data natin sa equation. So, F is 10,000. R is 0.06 times 1 plus I, so that is 1.07 raised to 20 minus 1 over 0.07 times 1.07 ulit raised to 20. Plus, so ang C natin is 10,000 lang din times 1.07 raised to negative 20. So, solving this, ang P po natin or the present worth of the band is equal to 8,940.60 pesos. Yan. So, ito yung present worth ng band.